this week's episode, we focus on some dollar pairs, including the Aussie, the yen, cable, and the loonie, and we also take a look at the Aussie dollar Swiss franc. As always, we share some of the best trades from our Discord trading room. Enjoy. Welcome guys to another weekly market review. In this week's episode, we're actually going to be looking at quite a few dollar pairs. Now we've had quite a run on the dollar, as expected. Really, we were looking for dollar weakness for quite a while now, but we've reached critical levels on many dollar pairs, and we believe that it's now time for a bit of a correction on this dollar. Perhaps something in the lines of this before actually continuing lower, but quite a big bounce we're expecting on dollar pairs, and I think there'll be quite a good opportunity in the coming weeks to play a bit of a bounce on the dollar. Now the first pair we're going to look at, and if I can just head to our trading room, is the Aussie dollar US dollar submitted by FX Patriot, and he's got this big weekly trend line dating back to 2014, and we found some big resistance there, and he's looking for a bit of a correction, and this one is actually one of the better looking US dollar pairs. And if I can just switch to my trading view account, I've marked this big weekly trend line, and we've also taken a bit of liquidity. Now this after this drop, if you go back to, I think, on the 22nd of March, we did say we expect this to be the bottom of the Aussie dollar, and we're expecting much higher prices. However, now it looks like we can be making a bit of a correction, and if I just drop down to a 1 hour time frame even, what we can look for next week. Now this is that bit of a level of liquidity that got taken, and this has even formed a mini flip zone setup, and hopefully next week we can find a bit of a break in market structure, and then we can look for our reversal patterns, and hopefully we can find something to take this market lower. Now if I can just zoom out a bit to the daily time frame here, what we are expecting, or ideally what I would like this market to do, is form this bigger corrective pattern back to this level where the market ran these stops, and then from there we can continue higher. So quite a big move we're expecting, and we'll be hunting those corrections in the coming weeks to find this move down. Now the next US dollar pair I want to look at that's looking really good is US dollar JPY, and I'm in the channel of Karabi here, and he's got this big daily structure, corrective structure, and he's looking for some upside, and we did reach the bottom of this channel over here, and we did have this big impulsive candle. So even looking at a 1 hour time frame again, this is where we're going to be hunting for our corrective price action, and any sort of entry pattern we find on this, we'll be looking for longs. This will be a short-term target where you can maybe take some profits off, and then hopefully let the rest run, and maybe look for some add-on entries to catch that bigger potential move on the US dollar JPY. So yeah, another dollar pair we'll be watching, and another one that's looking really good. One more dollar pair submitted by FX Patriot is that of the pound US dollar. Now he submitted this a few days ago, and he's marked off these clean highs as his area of interest. We call them potential action zones, and ideally what we're going to be doing is putting an alert on these highs, and we haven't actually cleared them yet. We've had a bit of a reaction, but for me, if I'm going to be taking the pound US dollar, I would like these highs to be taken. If it doesn't take them, then hopefully we can maybe get into one of the other dollar pairs. But for this one, we got alerts up here, and when we get to these highs, we'll start hunting for potential reversal patterns to take this market lower. Now the final dollar pair I want to look at is that of USD CAD. This one was submitted by Ibrahim in our setups channel, and he's looking for a move lower before we make the move higher. And on this one, if I can just move to my trading view chart, again, this is one I would prefer the market to take the lows first. Now it is possible that this market could break higher from here, but if it does, then I think there are better dollar pairs to concentrate on. This one again, if the dollar decides to make one more low, and I actually do have a buy limit here from last week already. I'll enter half of the trade with a pending order, and the rest I'll look for those reversal patterns to take this market higher. So with this one, and the reason I'm looking for new lows is we never cleared these lows, and we never cleared these lows, so there was no liquidity grab on this pair. So ideally for this one, I'll be patient and see if we can make a new low. But yeah, quite a few dollar pairs that you can focus on next week, and hopefully we'll catch one or two of them when the move comes. And finally, just to update on the Aussie dollar Swiss franc to just at least cover one non-US dollar pair, and this is one we've been running and trading for quite a while, and we had our first entry at this level over here, and I'm currently waiting to get a second entry on this one. Again, a slow moving pair, one you have to be patient with. I currently have a bit of a pending order here, and hopefully, I don't mind setting a pending over there. If we get a bit of a expanding flat, then hopefully we can take this market lower. I got first target over here, but potentially we could head even lower on this one, and I might keep a bit for the bigger targets. But this one, structure wise, is still looking really good, and definitely one I'm looking to add on. But yeah, guys, that's it from me. There's quite a few more setups on other pairs, but I'll share them in the trading room, and I'll see you all there. Cheers and good luck.